Hi everyone, today I have another spooky story for you. And these have actually happened to me, real life, personal experience. Yay, I figured out how to lock the home button. Yay. So nothing happens. Okay, so I'm sitting there. I have my fishing pole in my hand. I'm getting ready to go fishing, have it tucked up underneath my shoulder. And sorry if I draw like a 5-year-old. Got my backpack on, going to Rignan Park. So, going to Rignan Park with my backpack and everything. I get there. Now this time, I look behind me. So, I'm here walking with all my stuff. And then here's a guy. all the way back in the background. Walking, I can barely see him. He looks like a little ant and everything. He's back there walking. So I don't mind it. And I get down to like where the slopes are to like go down to go fishing. I get at the bottom of the hill. He's up here at the top. So he's followed me for almost over a mile. So I look back at him. I pull out my knife. He looks at me. And then I see a metal part, a shiny metal part out of his belt. So like, hold on. So here's his head, here's his neck, here's his body. Right here on his thing, right there, there's something shiny. I go, hell no. I start running as fast as I can. And then I duck in like these big bushes. I just like jump in there, feet wiggling, get down there, and I get down to the river. So I'm down here at the river, and the guy, I hear him rustling in the bushes. So I run down along the bank. Then I hop back up to where the hills were. So it was like this, and there was a hill right here that I had to climb. And I can hear that guy's footsteps. This man's running through the woods after me. So, darn it. So I climb up the hill. I climb as fast as I can. I get up the hill. And I run home as fast as I can. I tell my mom, and she says, "What do you look like?" I said, he was kind of short, and he was chubby, and he had a little tattoo up under his eye. It was like a raindrop or something. She pulled up a picture on her phone and said, "Is this the guy you seen?" I said, "Yeah, that was exactly the same guy." She called the cops. Cops were out there. Man, it was the most freakiest day of my life. We're sitting there talking to the cops. Sorry for my horror representation of a car. Even though I draw like a 5-year-old. We were sitting there talking to police. The police grab me, take me into their car, and they run back. They drive me as fast as they can back to Rignan. I'm like, oh my god, I'm in trouble. They're going to take me and they're going to put me in the river. So we get there, and they said, show me exactly where it was. So I showed them exactly what happened, and then all of a sudden, something tackles me from the bushes into the river. And then all of a sudden I hear gunshots. Tow, 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 tow. This man has me under the water, held on to me, holding my mouth. What the fuck was that? Okay. He has me holding my mouth and everything. I'm sitting there struggling, and then I see his gun. So he's there, I'm there, his hand's right there. I take my hand and I reach, grab the gun, then I take it and I slam it into his forehead. He passes out. He's riding down the river. One of the cops jump into the river to go get his ass. They pull him up on the bank, and the guy was arrested. The guy was a sex offender, and after he got out of jail, they went to his apartment. There was 2 young boys sitting there decayed on his floor. And I'm sitting there, what in the fuck? And there was a bite marks, and they tested his mouth and his saliva. There was human flesh decayed still in his mouth. It was a huge chunk. And all the boys, they had their mouth sewed shut, their eyeballs sewed shut, and their nose just broken off. Like, the nose wasn't even on there. It was like somebody took a hacksaw to it. And I still wonder, what would have happened to me if I didn't go tell my mom and I stayed at Rigdon Park? So yeah, I hope y'all like these. There's gonna be this uploaded, then a stream, and then another video like this. And I hope y'all like. How the fuck do I get rid of this thing?